Hey, Frosty. How you doing, man? What's going on? Good to see you here. I'm just checking the OBS because I think the chat's... Hey, I've got the chat coming up on OBS. Yes. So good. That means I don't have to like look at two different things. Oh, so good. Yeah, man. I'm going good, dude. I've had a really chill day. I've had the day off work. Let me just move this over here a little bit. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing good. I've had the day off, just been chilling, you know, doing the chores around the house, all that kind of stuff. But man, I'm very keen on building a PC. Hey, how you doing, fishing? Mr. J, what's going on? How you doing? Gotta move this chat over on the side a little bit so people can see the whole thing. This wasn't working last time, so I'm pumped that it's actually working, so that's cool. So yeah, we're building a gaming PC. We've got a whole bunch of parts here, and we've even got different camera angles so you guys can see the build as we go. So you can see that angle. We've got, hopefully if that works, we've got that angle as well. So it's just 3 cameras, so the front and the 2 sides if you weren't here last time. So this PC all up is about 1,000. So on the last live stream, we picked out all the parts on the Black Friday sale, and we got actually like really good deals, believe it or not. So pretty happy with this, and then we're basically just going to sell it for exactly what we paid. Why does this keep moving? Did I do that? Maybe that was me. Maybe I should put it like at the top. I don't know. Maybe I should put something black behind it. But yeah, no, this PC cost about 1,000 Australian dollars. So, hey Noble, what's going on, Noble? How you doing? So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of different parts. It's a Ryzen build with an NVIDIA GPU, so might just wait a few more minutes and then we can get into it. But thanks for joining, thanks for hanging out, thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. It was 1,000 Australian dollars, by the way, so I guess 1,000 Australian is like 700 USD or 650 USD, something like that, I don't know. What do you guys think of the backdrop, by the way? I've been trying to like improve it a little bit. Not too bad, okay. I've even got like, you can't see it, well you can see it, but I've even got a trampoline so I can bounce, which is a bit of fun, something different. I basically have this room 50-50 with my partner. She has like all of her makeup and stuff, and then I've got like my PC section and my gaming section, and then we both use like the middle to do like stretching and like all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, it feels good. Happy Friday. Is the music too loud? Is everything okay? Are we all good? If it's too loud, tell me and I can turn it down. I don't want it to be like annoyingly loud. It should be okay though. Should be okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's good? Okay, sweet. Oh dear. Can you send me the bill if it has a graphics card, if it's that much? And could I get it black? What do you mean? For like my current build that I'm about to do? Probably not. If you're in the USA, I mean, I don't know if you can get these parts over there, so I don't know how it works. But anyway, let's get into it, hey? So let's maybe start off with the CPU. So the CPU that we've actually got, because I've got to build this PC in like the next 2 hours basically. I've got 2 hours to do everything. So the CPU, so we've gone with the Ryzen 5. Okay, this is the 5600X, which we got on a pretty good deal. So 6 core, 12 threads, max boost 4.6, PCIe 4, not the 5500. So this is the CPU that we're going with, pretty strong gaming CPU. And then the graphic card, we actually managed to get a RTX 4060. So this is from Galax. This is 8 gigs, 4060, 2 fans. Pretty happy with this. So we'll get this out of the box. I think that's going to be a pretty good combo. And then in terms of the memory, so the memory, we've actually got 32 gigs. No, sorry, not 32 gigs. 16 gigs of DDR4, but it's not 3200, it's not 3600, it's 4000 megahertz RAM. So that's pretty quick RAM. So Ryzen 5600X, 4060, 16 gigs of RAM at 4000 megahertz from G.Skill. And then we've got here NVIDIA Kingston NV2 1TB SSD PCIe 4.0, which is great. Power supply, MSI 650, 80 plus bronze. So definitely plenty for this build. We're not going to need more than 650 watts. This is going to be fine. It is a budget build, right? And then the motherboard. So the motherboard, maybe I'll switch to this angle, it's easier. So the motherboard that we're using is from Gigabyte. This has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So it's the B550M DS3HAC. That's the motherboard that we're using from Gigabyte. So this is a micro ATX motherboard, not a full ATX motherboard. So that's what we're doing there. So we've got 5600X, Gigabyte motherboard with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, an RTX 4060, 16 gigs of 4000 megahertz RAM, 1TB SSD, 650 watt power supply, and then we've also got a CPU cooler. So the CPU cooler we've got is from Thermaltake. Didn't cost that much. I think this was like 30 Australian dollars. This is the UX200 SE CPU cooler. So just one RGB fan on there. So, nothing too crazy, just a simple tower cooler, but it'll definitely get the job done. And then the case, see if I can maybe show you guys the case. 1 second, let me just move a few things out of the way. Let me just get the case for you guys. So this case I'm actually pretty happy with. So this is the View 170 TG ARGB case. So it comes with 3 fans. 2 of the fans are pre-installed on the side in reverse, a rear exhaust fan, tempered glass on the front and the side as well. So it looks pretty schmick in the ARGB fans as well. So I think this PC is gonna honestly look really nice. And it's a micro ATX build, so it's not too big. So let's get into it. Hopefully you guys understood all of that. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, you probably could. Just have a look. I mean, like, PC part picker, just search. All you gotta do. How old are you, by the way? I feel like you're like 12 or 13 years old. Maybe. All right, let's get this motherboard out of the box and we'll get started. If you have any questions about PC building or anything like that, let me know. Basically what my plan is to sell this PC on Facebook. I'm just gonna sell it for literally like what I paid in terms of money. I'm not gonna try and make any profit or anything like that. So if I spend 1,000, I'm gonna sell it for 1,000, basically. Actually, the I/O shield we'll use later. The Wi-Fi we'll use later as well. So let's put this back in the box. It's really good to like use the motherboard box as your like workstation when you're assembling it, because it's not conductive and you're not going to damage anything. Alrighty. Cool. So there's our motherboard. Maybe we'll go, I don't know which angle is better. Maybe the right angle. Maybe I'll just move a few more things. Just get a few things out of the way so you guys can see it better. How's that? I think that's pretty good, right? And then let's do the CPU. I gotta get a better knife. But I kind of have attachment with this knife. I've had it for a long time. This little multi-tool. Now this CPU comes with a CPU cooler, but we're not going to use it because we're going to use that bigger one. So this is like a backup, which is nice because a lot of the CPUs now, they don't actually come with coolers, especially like the higher end chips, you know? So here's our CPU, Ryzen 5600X. We'll lift up this little lever on the motherboard for the CPU socket. Grab our CPU, line up. There's like a little tiny, you probably can't see it, there's like a little tiny gold corner, and there's like a corner with a little triangle on the socket on the motherboard. Just line them up and it should just fall into place like that. Give it a little wiggle, pull the hammer down or the lever, whatever you want to call it, and you're done. So that's the CPU installed. Super simple. Put this box away because we'll give this to the person who buys it. And then let's do the SSD. So this is actually pretty nice. This motherboard, it looks like the actual retention arm for the M.2 SSD, you don't need any screws. So that's nice. So let's grab this SSD out and whack that in. So 1 terabyte. I mean, I think nowadays people are probably wanting to get more than that. But, you know, like for the money, to get more than a terabyte under $1,000 in this kind of build, like you'd be compromising on a graphic card or something like that. So what we'll do is we'll just cut this out. This is probably not the right way, but I'm going for it. Because there's no like, maybe it was at the top here actually. There's like normally like a little piece of plastic. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip it. It wasn't really clear. Alrighty, SSD is out. Let's just put it there. Pack it, we'll give to somebody. Not super important. I mean, God, it didn't even have like a proper way to seal it shut. It's a budget SSD. This is what you get. Alrighty, so SSD time. So what we'll do, let me see if I can spin the angle around. G'day, Krish. How you doing? Maybe this angle. Let's try this side. See if this side's better with the lighting, so I can show you guys what's going on. Maybe not. Basically, what we're doing is putting it in the socket like so. You put it in basically on a bit of an angle. It will sort of sit up like that. And then you want to basically push this down. So I'm just having a look at this retention arm. And I'm just figuring it out because I think it spins. Let me just go back one step. I think this just honestly just like bends up and just holds it in. Is that wrong or is that right? Or maybe it spins like that. Let's try that. I actually haven't seen a motherboard like this before with this with this system. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right either. I'm going to just quickly check the manual because this seems a little bit odd. Oh, the text is all off the screen, my bad. Is this the build you recommend to me? No, not quite. Let me just grab the manual for 2 seconds, just so I can read this bit about the SSD, because I haven't done one like this before. That's not it. That is just literally like, I think a warranty document? Yeah, okay. Or a safety document. Did they even include a manual? I don't think they do. Okay, I might have to look this up real quick. First time for everything. Do they mention it on the back? No, and there's no screw included. Okay. Let me just... Hey, Random. How you doing, Random? What's going on? I'm so confused with this like little clip. Does it sit underneath? Is that like the idea? Surely not. Maybe it is. No, that can't be right. I've got to look this up real quick. This doesn't make any sense. Can someone help me out? This doesn't make any sense at all. There's like no screw and this is not intuitive. And there was no manual. So let me just quickly Google this before I break it. So B550 MDS3 HAC manual. Boom. Be back in a bit. No worries, dude. All good. Scroll down. Insert SSD. Come on. Where's the guide? Installing CPU, installing memory. They don't even mention the SSD part. What the fuck? We've already hit our first roadblock. It says it wants me to remove the screw, but there is no screw. Malicious, how you doing, man? No, I'm not going to send it to you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna sell it because I paid for this with my own money, so I can't send it to you. I'm sorry, mate. Otherwise, I'd be down $1,000. I'm just kind of reading this guide. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a connector like this for like installing the SSD. It's so weird. I'm so confused. Because normally they just have like a little standoff and you just go ahead and, you know, pop it in. Gigabyte SSD plastic little... I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. Like I've never seen, if I can just do this, this connector here, which is for like your SSD. I've never seen this like little clip to like, it like spins to like, I'm assuming hold it in place. But I've never seen it before. So I'm kind of confused how it goes in. Gigabyte SSD plastic retention install Mobo. See if we can get a result here. Someone's posted a video, so thank God for YouTube, eh? Yeah, literally someone said there's literally in the manual a thing regarding a screw. Oh, that pops out. It turns to hold down. Okay. Yeah, no, it actually does turn to hold down, but what it basically does... This is going to be weird. You're going to laugh at this. Oh my God. My God, look at this. So the way they've done it, which they've changed it, it's not in the manual. This plastic bit pops out like that. But it's not meant to fully pop out. What's meant to happen is this plastic bit, there's like a little peg. And this little peg, can you guys see that? So this stays in the motherboard, this part. This little peg basically goes down to hold it in place. I'll show you what I mean. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. In my life, I've never seen that before. And it's not in the manual. Why would they not put that in the manual? Oh my God. So like, okay. Am I on the right angle? Yeah, okay. So SSD goes down, right? And then this goes in this tiny little hole like that and pushes down. And that's how you hold it in place. And then this like just sort of sits like that. Freaking weird. So weird. Okay, well, anyway, SSD is now installed, so happy with that. So now let's move on to the RAM. And then we'll do actually we'll do maybe CPU cooler first, because normally you have to do that before you put the RAM in, just in case it interferes and it gets in the way. That's how I normally do it. I normally go CPU, SSD, then cooler, and then RAM. So weird. Anyway, moving on. Hopefully you guys learned something, because I certainly did. Alrighty. Grab all the bits out. Ooh. Okay, what's that? Just a little warranty thing. Grab the fan out. So this is your thermal take RGB fan for the CPU cooler. Not a bad looking fan. Got some nice little, you know, rubber, what are they called? Like vibration dampening, or yeah, noise dampening pads on the corners, which is good. Let's do this install. I've never done a live stream, by the way, and built a PC at the same time, so this is kind of stressful. Alrighty. First step, Intel. Okay. AMD. Oh, AMD is way easier because I think the bracket is already pre-installed. Let's pull this off. Get this out of the way. Let me know if the music's too loud as well, I can turn it down. So this CPU cooler, are you kidding me? Doesn't include any thermal paste, unless it's in this plastic little baggie. Haha, it is in the baggie. Thermal paste is in the bag. We'll smidge it on. Alrighty, let's peel. God, haven't done thermal paste like this at all. This is honestly the first time I've done thermal paste in a baggie. It's been a little while since I've done it like this. Normally it comes in like a little injectable thing. Alrighty. Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll squeeze this into the center. We'll try not to get it on our fingers or on our clothes. Oh yeah, it's coming out. I really don't want to get it on my fingers. Alrighty, done a pretty good job. We'll use this just to cut it off a little bit. Alrighty, so thermal paste in the packet. Actually, I'll put this in the rubbish. Let's do that later. Let me just fold this up. Put that over there. Alrighty, so we've got our goop on the CPU. So because this is AMD and we've got these retentions, this CPU cooler already comes pre-installed with the little arms on there already, which is super nice. So all we've basically got to do is, it says here, you've got to put the fans on first with a little retention arm, and you just got to literally strap down your cooler. So super simple. If you're Intel, you've just got a bracket that you have to put on first, but we are lucky. We are lucky. Is there any screws involved at all? I don't think there are. Yeah, happy days. No screws for me. Oh, fuck, what am I doing? Put the fan on first, Sean. What's going on, Malicious? How you doing? Random, Krish, thanks for jumping in. Might get a few more people later on. We'll see how we go. Put the fan connector in. We'll put the ARGB connector in if there's one, which there is over here. Happy days. Cool. Grab our cooler. Strap that on. Probably should have strapped it on before plugging it in, but listen. We're just winging it at the moment. I love this system where you don't have to use screws. Ah, it's so good. Just all friction. Cool, so there's our cooler. Not a bad looking cooler for, you know, 30 bucks or so. I might rotate the fan, we'll see. Yeah, I think I'll rotate the fan actually. Let me just unplug this. Oosh, oosh. Let's unplug this for 1 second. What's everyone up to this weekend? Any plans? You guys going out? You doing your Christmas shopping? Are you guys wishing for something specific for Christmas? I'm looking forward to a break from work. Work's good, but it's just been a bit crazy lately, a bit busy. But I'd rather be busy than, you know, have nothing to do. That's for sure. Alrighty, so there's our cooler. We'll basically clip this down. Alrighty. Come on, clip. Do the right thing. Okay, we've got one. I feel like I might be doing something wrong here with these clips. No, it's just one of those things where you just need to use a little bit of force. Hey, random. No, you didn't miss too much. You're just watching me struggle putting on a CPU cooler, basically. Okay, I got one side. And we've got the other side. Alrighty. We are locked in place. Alrighty, so now we'll do the fan connection. We'll do the RGB connection. And then we'll do the RAM. But yeah, putting PCs together is honestly like something that I really enjoy doing. Something that I enjoy doing for fun, something that I enjoy doing literally for free for people. Yeah, it's always been a hobby of mine, and I've been doing it for a very long time, and I'm sort of trying to change the direction of the channel, just be a bit more chill, do stuff that I enjoy, and I'm having a lot of fun. Because it's like a way for me to be able to like continue like, I don't know, enjoying my hobby, and I get to share it with you guys as well. Alrighty, so RAM is a funny one. If you guys don't know, so generally if you're getting 2 sticks of RAM like this, so these are G.Skill Ripjaws 4000 megahertz, so pretty quick RAM, not the standard like 3600 or 3200. But if you're getting dual channel, you want to put it in the the second and the fourth slot, not the first and the third, but the second and the fourth. That's generally your dual channel slots. You can put it in the first, but second's generally the way to go. And there's like a little notch. Yeah, making sure I got the right way. Push it down until it clicks. Yeah, A2, B2, exactly right. And then push down again, and that's the RAM put in. So we've got our 16 gigs of 4000 megahertz RAM from G.Skill. So that's 8 gigs each. Terabyte of SSD, Gen 4 SSD. Ryzen 5600X with a Thermaltake cooler, the UX200 SE. Never used any of these parts before. I mean, I've used obviously a 5600 before and a SSD and RAM, but like never used this mix before specific. And just so you know as well, this motherboard is super cheap, but we've got it here for I/O. 2 USB 2.0s, gigabit Ethernet, Wi-Fi AC, 4 USB 3s, DisplayPort HDMI and DVI if you've got integrated graphics, and then another USB 2 as well. So the fact that you get 4 USB 3s, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, couple extra USB ports just for like keyboard, mouse, speakers maybe, headphones, RGB, 4 RAM slots, 2 M.2s, 4 SATA, USB 3 header as well, some more fan connectors around on the motherboard. You know, if you want to hook up a, you know, all-in-one liquid cooler, you can definitely do that as well. Pretty good value motherboard, in all honesty. I'll give you guys prices of everything a bit later as well, if you guys want. So let me just put this down on the table. I like to sort of like tidy up and pack as I go. That way I don't lose anything and I don't mess anything up for the person who's gonna buy it, you know? I don't wanna be like, oh, I forgot to give you something. You know, some people will get the boxes and they'll just throw them in the bin, which is totally fine, but that's their choice, not my choice. Whoosh. So now we're doing the case, which is going to be a bit hard for you guys to see because it kind of takes up the whole screen. But yeah, as you can see, this is the Thermaltake View 170 TG ARGB. So TG stands for tempered glass, ARGB stands for ARGB, and I guess 170. What would that be? Not 180, I don't know. Maybe that's referencing like a model number or something. I'm not sure about the 170. Alrighty, what's the left angle look like? Yeah, nothing too crazy. But this case stood out to me because it was quite cheap. It was micro ATX, so not too big. Already has 3 fans that are ARGB. 2 of them I think are reversed. Tempered glass on the front and the side, so not just on the side. And yeah, pretty cheap. So let's go ahead. Alrighty, so we'll go bottom way first. Pull this down. Just drop the manual, don't mind me. We shouldn't need that. Cool. And then we've got the top. take this off as well. Maybe what I can do, if we go a bit higher up. There we go, you guys can see a bit better now. There we go. So here's the case. So yeah, you got two reverse fans here, and then you've also got a exhaust fan here. You've got tempered glass on the side, and then you've also got tempered glass on the front as well. If you want to put a radiator in the top, you can put a 240. You've also got two USB 3s, microphone, headphone, reset, power. Ugh. I'ma just yap to you if you reply, sure. I saw your last message, sorry. Use it as packing material or even create wall art with the boxes. Yeah, whatever people want, I guess. Not for me personally, but sure. Alrighty, so we've got to take the glass off. So by the looks of it, it just pops off, hopefully. Ugh. Always a little bit nervous doing this the first time. And we'll do the front. Does this pop off as well? Maybe not. We'll just do the side. I do like a toolless case. So my normal process is I basically go ahead and remove all the side panels and the top panels just so that I don't damage them. All our screws to mount the motherboard. Obviously we've got to put the IO shield in first. We don't want to forget that. Bunch of different fan connectors. So yeah, these fans are already in the reverse orientation, which is super nice. And I normally do all my cabling first as well, to try and get that out of the way. Because once you put the graphic card in and the power supply, it gets a little bit cramped. So let's go ahead and maybe just remove this little bracket for the graphic card while we're here. Got the Linus screwdriver, by the way. Very good screwdriver. Not overrated. Very, very good. Some massive changes since I last talked to you. Getting a new desk. Sis is getting a PC, 6600, 5600X. Oh, that's cool, man. That's a sick PC. What desk are you getting? Is it like a sit-stand desk, or is it just like a gaming desk? It's not the Secret Labs desk, is it? Oof! 4070 with a 7800X3D. That's a great combo. I have a 4070 Ti myself, and yeah, I think it's a great graphic card. Alrighty, hot tip everyone, be very careful with these things. These should be considered a weapon, and make sure you put it in before you go ahead and build your PC. It's like the worst thing if you forget it and then you have to put it in a bit later. But the amount of times I've cut myself on these things is unbelievable. push it in until it clicks. Like I said, be very careful, take your time with it. But that's our I/O shield. And now we'll put in the power supply and run those cables. So the power supply that we've gotten as well, so this is from MSI. This is the MSI 650, 80 plus bronze. I don't believe it's modular. I believe it's all pre-installed cables, so... Sorry, 1 second. Nothing important, never mind. There's something about the smell of a power supply. Oh, so good. Is that just me or is that weird? I love the smell of power supplies. There's something about it. I know it's a bit weird. Alrighty, so this is the power supply. MSI mag, 650 watt. Got a little dragon on the bottom, which I think is protected by a sticker, so we'll peel that off. Try and do this on camera. Just a little peel. 80 plus bronze, and obviously not modular, so all the cables are there, but you know, they're nice black cables. One of them I think is sleeved, 24 pin. Chuck us a like on the live stream if you guys can. Helps the algorithm out, helps get maybe a bit more exposure. Chuck us a sub if you want to, you know, support the channel. Hey, you just did legendary. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and put this cooler in. What kind of PC build should I do for the next one? Like, what kind of parts should I do? Like this build was about $1,000, 1,000 Australian. Should I do like 1,500, 2,000? What should I do? Awesome! What's going on, Awesome? How you doing? What's happening? Also, just quietly, I'm so impressed with myself with the live stream. This is like the most professional live stream I think I've ever done. With the cameras, with the desk, with the angles, getting the layout, getting the overlay. Pretty happy. Pretty happy. I'm doing good, man. It's Friday. Looking forward to the weekend for sure. Alrighty, so we've got our, move that up a little bit. We've got our PSU connectors in. I think next step is to do the motherboard. So let's lay this down, pull it off the desk, put it back on. And we'll try and do this in a way where you guys can see it. I think I just need to lower the desk a little bit too. You guys don't even know where the desk is going down right now. That's funny. Alrighty, so let's do the motherboard. Standoffs are all in, which is good. Let's plop this motherboard into its case. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, no, we should be okay. One second. I don't think that's going to work with that cable there, which is annoying. So basically there's a cutout for the 24-pin motherboard cable, but I think it's actually in the way a little bit, possibly. Let's have a look. Maybe it's just the cables, the way they're resting. Maybe I have to come over. Let me just drop that down for a sec. Alrighty, let's lay it back down. Put a few screws in. Sorry, I'm not paying attention with the chat. I was just trying to get that motherboard in without breaking it. What did I miss? Did I miss much? A lot. That's funny. Yeah, our prices are basically double the UK, but that's because our currency is not as strong as the UK. It all makes sense. Alrighty, time to put this motherboard in, hey? Probably be done in like another half an hour. Touch wood. But yeah, for those who are just joining in, the specs of this system, it's only $1,000 Australian, but we managed to get a pretty good deal. We actually bought all the parts on like the Black Friday sales. So for $1,000 Australian dollars, we got a RTX, let me just go here for a sec. We got an RTX 4060, which is pretty good. And we're pairing it with a Ryzen 5600X CPU. So 6 cores, 12 threads, 4.7 gigahertz turbo, The SSD is a 1TB SSD Gen 4, so NVMe from Kingston. And then we've got, just realized I'm using the wrong screw, which is stupid. 16 gigs of RAM, 4000 megahertz from G-Skill, so it's the G-Skill Ripjaws. Inside of a case from Thermaltake, the Thermaltake 170TG. So it comes with 2 fans in reverse, and then an exhaust, which is, I think, amazing value if you go and look at the price of it. And it's got tempered glass on the front and the side. And power supply. It was an MSI 650 watt bronze power supply, which is going to be perfect. Yeah, 5000 series. So I think we ended up paying, like, it was $970, but then we added the cooler for $30 just to make it exactly like $1,000. So yeah, pretty happy with all that. Alrighty, so motherboard is now basically in. Let me just stand this up. And now we've got some cabling to do before we can put in the graphic card. But yeah, these builds don't take very long anymore because you don't have to run like SATA cables and all that kind of stuff. So that's it pretty much so far. So you've got some intake fans on the side, an exhaust fan here, CPU cooler fan here. So cool air comes in, gets sucked out the back. You can put a radiator on the top or some exhaust fans on the top, but we're not going to do that because this is a budget build, and yeah, budget builds mean you can't go too crazy. Should I drop my build in the Discord building Boxing Day? Can't wait. Yeah, chuck it in Discord. Why not? Why not, Sonny? Alrighty, so now we're basically plugging the USB 3 header. So we'll do that by going this way and then plugging it in. Oh god, I gotta tip the case because it's a little bit dark. I hate these USB 3 headers because if you get it wrong, there's no return. Cool, so that one's in. And then we'll do audio, and then all the fans. We'll cable manage it and put it all away. Cable management is like always, I think, the most frustrating part, knowing where to plug everything in and how it all goes. How you doing, AA Ron? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. AA Ron. Can't see anything, it's so dark. I need another light above me. What is that connector? Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm having a fun time with all these cables right now, that's for sure. And by fun, I mean, I hate cable management. It sucks. Sorry for all the noise and scraping and stuff. It's just how it is sometimes. I literally bumped my microphone as I said that. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so confused by this connector right now. What is it for? Oh, it's front panel. God, okay. Making lots of discoveries today. I was trying to connect the front panel to the USB port on the motherboard, which obviously not going to work. But they've actually put all the front panel connectors together in a little block, so you don't have to like figure it out, which is kind of nice. Not sure if it's going to work, but we will find out in the near distant future. I don't know what I'm saying. Alrighty, RGB time. Actually, you know what? No, we're doing power supply fan. Power supply CPU connector, my bad. Let's do that one. Alrighty, so CPU connector is done. Now we'll do the motherboard 24 pin. Trying to figure out the best way of doing this one because it's quite interesting. I think we might have to go up from the bottom. Which is a little bit unusual. Actually, you know what? We're going to go from the top. Top is better. This is the back side. So we're going to go through this top panel port. There's like a little cutout. Let me just show you guys. Just up here. So we're going to go through this top part up here. And then that comes through on the other side. Look at me, man. I've got all the angles covered. And then this is going to go down. Hopefully into there, as long as there's enough cable, which I think there should be. We will see. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Cool. Motherboard, 24 pin cable connected. Would have been nice if it could have come out the side, but I would have been like really squishing that cable, which I don't think is what the people want. Alrighty, so now it is time to do some cable management. We'll tuck away these power supply cables. So at the moment, we've got all these cables down here. We'll just use one of the existing little, I don't know, what do you guys call these? Like little twisty cable tie things? I don't know what the name is exactly. But we're not using anything SATA or anything Molex. You guys probably don't even know what Molex is. But we're just going to wrap this up and tuck it in the basement so no one can see it. So we'll do that like this. That is looking great. Hey, thanks, Frosty. Are you talking about my PC or are you talking about something else? Tuck that in down the bottom. All right, something like that. All right. So now we will do a bit of cable management. So let's maybe put this camera down that way. So we've basically got to wire up a bunch of the fans now. So you know, enjoy chatting to yourselves, make some friends. I don't know if I've left the link to the Discord, but if you guys can share it, if you want to join the Discord and talk about PCs and PC builds and all that kind of stuff, feel free to do that while I do this. Wiring up RGB. The worst thing. Not the worst thing, it's just, it's cumbersome. Unless you've got like a proprietary system, which are amazing, but you know, hard to come by. Alrighty, so this is RGB for that one. Where is the RGB for the other one? Like normally they just wire it up for you from the factory, which I think is what they've done here. But I just want to be 100% sure before I say that. So much RGB in the world to see. It's kind of hard being Snoop D Double G. But somehow, some way, it keep connecting these things like every single day. May I don't know how the rest of it goes. Okay. This cable goes from, let me just check this. Yeah. Bim, 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 bim. Dun, 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 dun. Does anyone else hate wiring up RGB like I do? Is it just me? Does anyone else struggle with it? I don't struggle with it, I just hate doing it. LED there. Are there any other LEDs anywhere else? Connectors? There's a couple over there as well. How do I want to do it? Torch on the phone always helps, so you can get it first time. And now we got this one up here. How are we tracking? It's been an hour basically. Yeah, Lee, Corsair, they're probably the easiest because they use like the USB controller. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty. Do we have any more fan headers? Fan headers. We should have one. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Boom. And now we've got to do the other fan. So there should be one more fan header down there. Yep, perfect. We're flying along. We're killing time. Killing it, I should say. So many cables there, goddamn. Don't know why they've given me this adapter thing. Like, I mean, I do know, but it's super annoying. Alright, so I think all of our RGB is done. Now it's just these fan connectors. So fan number 1, fan number 2. Alrighty. So one thing that's kind of nice is they've given us like this little adapter thing, so you can basically plug 1, 2, 3 fans, actually 4 fans, 1, 2, 3, 4 into this one cable, and then this part here goes into your motherboard, so you can sync up all your fans at the same speed using only one connector on the motherboard, which is super nice. So that way they all spin at the same speed. Obviously, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can just plug them into the headers, but it's just like a nice little touch. They've included that because otherwise you've got to use every single header on the motherboard, which is kind of annoying. Where's our little... I just plugged it into itself. Stupid. The back one is actually plugged into a different fan header, so that's fine. We can live with that. Or do we want to have that go to the... Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Alrighty. Cool. So that's kind of like the hardest part, is like doing all the fans and all the cables and that kind of stuff. So starting to come along. Obviously we've got a ton of, you know, cable management, which is honestly going to take like 2 minutes to tidy up. But now we can do the graphic card. So graphic card time. What we got? RTX 4060 from Galax. So not an Asus ROG card or a Gigabyte Aero or anything like that, nothing crazy, or an MSI, you know, flagship card, but it's an RTX 4060 nonetheless. And we'll see what this card looks like. It's all black, which is nice. I don't think there's any RGB on it. Let's have a look, hey? Put that there. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Ooh, love that sound. Nothing like a fresh, brand new graphic card. Alrighty, here we go. So, backplate, pretty simple, nothing special. Probably too many stickers for me. Would have been nice if these stickers weren't there. Then if we flip it over, in terms of the shroud, it's got like a nice little plastic texture, something a little bit different. You're not really going to see it. And then this is the side. Got your 8-pin connector there as well. In terms of connections, you've got here, I think it's normally 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI. That's normally how it goes, right? Ugh. Yeah, so we've got here DisplayPort, HDMI, DisplayPort, DisplayPort. 2 slots, nothing fancy, but we'll definitely get the job done. So we'll go ahead and slot this in now. Come on, baby. Line up. There we go. Oosh, she's in. She is in, mate. Let's go ahead and whack this connector on. Booski. That cable can probably tuck down the bottom, something like that. We'll go ahead and screw this in. But we're getting there. We're pretty much done. We're pretty much almost like we're ready to basically turn this thing on. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna be right back because I'm just gonna go to the bathroom for 2 seconds and then we'll turn it on. Alrighty, we are back. Let me clip on my microphone. How good's a wireless mic, eh? So should we turn it on? Are we gonna take bets as like how many people think it's gonna turn on first go? I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. We're not going to close it up. We're not going to cable manage it yet. But let's see. Let's get this bad boy turned on. Anyone want to give it a nickname? Anybody got an idea for nicknames? What should we call it? Should we call it? I'm thinking the black and white. Maybe Black Panther. Should we call it? I don't know. Should we call it Ash? Because it's like black with like a little bit of white in there. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with names. You guys tell me. Okay, let's switch inputs. Aziko, how you doing, Aziko? Alrighty. Give me 1 minute. Hopefully you guys can see it. Turn on the power. Maybe we'll just go ahead and adjust the angle a little bit. Which camera are we using? We're using the right one, aren't we? Maybe we should use the left camera. And then we'll go ahead. The specs. So this is a CPU with an CPU is a 5600X, so AMD 5600X CPU, RTX 4060, 16 gigs of RAM, 4000 megahertz, 1 terabyte NVMe SSD Gen 4 from Kingston. Case is the Thermaltake TG170, 2 intake fans in reverse on the side here, 1 exhaust, Thermaltake CPU cooler as well. Paid for this all with my own money, and we're about to turn it on. So fingers crossed. Let's chuck it a like if we get a post first go. Let's turn it on. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. It's on. The fans are spinning. There's no RGB yet. Ooh, we got RGB on the first go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pretty happy with that. Hell yeah. So now we're just hoping for a post. Give me a second. I think I'm on the wrong HDMI input. And then I gotta go get a keyboard and mouse. Hey, we've got post as well. Sick. So if I maybe prove my point, hopefully you guys can see that. Let me just turn the camera around. We have post. Happy days. So pretty simple, pretty stealth, but let's go ahead now and get a keyboard and mouse and get this set up. Looks pretty sick, pretty happy with it. Not gonna lie, was a little bit nervous about the RGB maybe not working, but we're all good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me just go get a keyboard and mouse and I'll be right back. The next thing that I've got to figure out is how I can get the output of the video card captured into OBS so you guys can like see the Windows installation and everything else. I mean, I don't know if you want to see all that kind of stuff, but that's kind of like the next one. So what we'll do now is we'll unplug the cables and we'll do a bit of cable management. Just so that way we don't have to do it later when I'm too tired. But yeah, all in all, everything went basically as smooth as you can expect. So yeah, really happy. Really happy with how everything went. What do you guys think? Like for $1,000 bucks? I don't think you can get much better than this, right? Like, can someone tell me, can you buy a pre-built PC with an RTX 4060 in it? Like, is that even possible at this price? Like, I don't think you can, right? Unless you build it yourself. Alrighty, bit of cable management and we're done. So many cables going to disappear. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make it so in my head. Yeah, I think honestly, like for $1,000, this PC on Facebook is gonna disappear real quick. Not gonna last very long. And like, I'm not gonna go too crazy with the cable management on the back of it, because it's gonna be all hidden anyway. Just enough so the back panel goes on, nice and easy, without much fuss. $1,000 is Australian, yeah, pretty good, hey? I am a pretty savvy shopper. Like, for comparison, I did a $1,000 PC build. Oh my god, where's my mic? Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was all the way on the other side of the room. The last time I did a PC build for $1,000, we had a Ryzen 5500, so not as good, and also a RX, I think it was a 6600, which is fine, but this is way more powerful than that. Way faster RAM as well. Where's everybody from, by the way? Australia or America or England, UK, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, I don't know, New Zealand. Where's everyone from? I'm in Sydney, by the way. I'm Sydney, Australia. I'm gonna get a pair of scissors or a pair of cable snips. Oh, everyone's very shy. No one wants to say where they're from. Very shy. Very shy people. Sydney! Mate. Random, you're in Sydney, are you? Azeko, Australia, mate. Whereabouts in Australia? If you had a spare 1,000, you'd buy this easily. Come on, mate. You can whip up a spare 1,000. I know you're good for it. If you know anybody that needs a gaming PC and they live in Sydney, let them know that this is going to go on Facebook, and it will probably sell very quickly. Cool. I think we're good. Do I have one more cable tie? I don't. Okay. That's fine. We're just going to use one of these little guys. Sydney suburbs. Whereabouts in the Sydney suburbs? I mean, like in a city, so like in Glebe. You know where Glebe is? You might see me around there one day. Alrighty, I think we're good to rock and roll. So this is the back side. Like nothing special, but like it's just gonna basically push to the side, and you know the top is meh. It's what it is. Maybe I can do another little twisty up here. Northern Beaches, mate. You've got plenty of money. Northern Beaches people are rich, aren't they? Driving around BMWs, Mercedes. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Spare 1,000, you gotta spare 10,000. You're probably sick of that, eh? You're probably sick of people saying shit like that. Only because it's true. Okay, I'll stop. That's it. I'm done. Alrighty, let's whack this back panel on, hey? This back panel is so good, it just clips on. Yeah, it just clips on. Do I have it the right way? I think so. Oh wait, does it go? Oh shit. It goes. Wait, am I tripping? Yeah, it goes this way. Okay. Wait. No, it does go that way. It's so weird. How did I not notice that before? Kind of wish I had screws. Alright, that's the side panel on. Done. That's fine. I understand. Alrighty, so that's the back panel done. And then we've got to do the side before we do this up, we've got to whack on this little bracket for the graphic card just to cover it up. These things are always a bit of a pain in the ass to put on. It's like a little intrusion thing, but I don't really get the point of it, to be honest. Have you guys enjoyed this stream? Like, do you guys enjoy watching PC builds? Or are you here for me? Are you here for the first time? Should I continue streaming on YouTube, or should I go to Twitch? Should I go to Kick? What do you guys think? I like YouTube, but everyone's different. Both? Yeah, I could do both, but it's just a little bit more time and effort with the setup, you know? Just realized one of my brackets is wrong. Covering up a whole section here. God, I'm an idiot. Basically, there's normally like a cover for the first and the second, but this graphic card is second and third, so I didn't take out this one. So I've got to take out the graphic card and put it back in again, which is my bad, but that's why we check things twice. Not a big deal, takes 2 seconds. How many PC builds have I done so far? Like live streaming? This is my first. But in my life? Oh geez. Couple hundred? No, I wouldn't say a couple hundred. Maybe like, I don't know. Let's say, oh, actually, you know what? Maybe like 150, something like that. Because I worked in PC shops for like a long time. But I've probably done more repairs than I've done PC builds. Because when you're working in a computer shop, customers who you like walk in being like, hey man, I want to spend $5,000 on a computer, or even $1,000 on a computer. It doesn't happen that often. Normally people buy them online, or they buy them from Dell, or they buy them from other places. And then when they break, then they bring it into the computer shop. So we don't do too many brand new PC builds. And then I worked for Apple for a while. So, you know, not building any PCs over there. Yeah, I can rate it later, but I'm currently streaming and also building a PC, bro. In case you hadn't noticed. It's kind of hard to like do everything all at once, you know. Give me a break. But I will do it later on Discord. What do you want me to do? Do you want to give it a score out of 10? Do you want me to tell you if it's good or bad or what? Means you're popular. What does that mean? What do you mean I'm popular? I'm not popular. I got no friends. Alrighty. Done. Dunsies. How many people we got watching? 9. Well, that's pretty good. It's pretty good for me. People just lurking. Oh, 11k subs. Yeah, 11k subs, but it took me like 6 years, you know. Wasn't super quick to get to 11k. 11k subs, no friends. Pretty big accomplishment. That part's true. Trying to figure out if there's actually, normally they put like What's it called? Maybe they didn't on this. Maybe they normally they put a layer of plastic on the inside, but I don't think they did on this particular one. Normally on the more expensive ones they put plastic on the inside as well. It feels like there is, but I just can't tell. No, there's not. It just feels like it. Yeah, it's just how it is. Okay. No walkers. Built different. What's going on, dude? It's been a little while. Yeah, I don't think there's one on the inside on this one either. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. She's on. Ah, go up. I said go up and stay there. Thank you. Alrighty. Should we do the peel? Do the peel? Can I get a peel in the chat? Chat, can you guys say peel? Peel, peel, peel. Alrighty. Peel. Oh. Ooh, super satisfying. We've got one more in the front too. One more in the front. How good's this case looking? $1,000 for this PC. It looks fantastic. Eee. So satisfying. Sick as. Alrighty. Let's turn this back on again. Hang on. Alrighty. Pretty sexy, pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty schmexy. I don't know how to say anymore. Chat's delayed. Yeah, from YouTube to OBS, there's usually a bit of a delay. But man, how good's this looking, hey? It's not even that loud either. Like it's, I mean, obviously not gaming. $1,000 is pretty sick, hey. RTX 4060, 5600X, 16 gigs of RAM, 4000 megahertz, 1 terabyte SSD, 650 watt power supply, RGB, tempered glass case, USB 3 headers, microphone, headphone, put a radio in the top. This is micro ATX as well, so like, she's a small little nugget of a PC. Really happy with how this turned out. Like, super happy. $1,000 is a banger, like you said. $1,000. And like, even though the back of the graphic card doesn't have like any RGB, the white kind of makes it look like it does. You know, like it's like a glow in the dark kind of strip, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. And like, the rear exhaust, there's no filter. So like you will need to clear out this part every now and again. But overall, really happy. And like rear IO, like did I mention it's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well? Like, come on, like, we've got a couple USB up here, keyboard and mouse, PS2, DVI, display. Probably never going to use any of that unless you've got integrated graphics. We've got 4 USB 3s, Wi-Fi, obviously Bluetooth, I mentioned that, another 2 USB 2s, gigabit Ethernet, you got your onboard audio, solid PC. The only thing I would say that this computer is missing for $1,000 is a USB-C port on the back or on the top. But I don't think for $1,000 you're getting USB-C. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. I think she looks pretty schmick, if I don't say so myself. And like the fact that I built this while talking to you guys and streaming is pretty impressive. But yeah, that's that. Let me just move it to the side. So, you know, later on tonight I'll put windows on it. Maybe I'll put up a story on Instagram to show you guys the performance and how it all goes. If you guys want to check it out, come and, you know, follow me on Instagram, or maybe I'll put a little clip up on Discord as well. But I think this is going to perform really well. 13 viewers at the moment. Hell yeah. Chuck us a like, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to wrap this up. It was only going to be a 2-hour stream. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask, honestly. I'm going to turn this off, get it out of the way. Go and have some dinner pretty soon. Going to pack up and tidy up my desk. Ugh. Put this over the back here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What are the specs? Hey Sam, how you doing, mate? So Sam, it's got a Ryzen 5600X CPU, which is pretty good. 6 cores, 12 threads. It's got an aftermarket cooler, so it's got a Thermaltake cooler. I just dropped a screw and I'll find that later. So it's got a Thermaltake cooler. It's got 16 gigs of RAM at 4000 megahertz, so a little bit faster than the 3600 or 3200. It's got a 1TB NVMe SSD from Kingston, Gen 4. It's got an RTX 4060, MSI 650 watt bronze power supply, MSI B550M DS3H motherboard with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, micro ATX, caser from Thermaltake, the T170. No, View 170 TG ARGB. View 170 case from Thermaltake. Yeah, so 5600, 4060, 16 gigs, 1 tera, power supply, case, cooler, $1,000 Australian. Signed, sealed, delivered with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, micro ATX. Mate, don't think you can get much better than that. And I got it on the Black Friday deals. Like, I bought all the parts on the Black Friday deals, so that way, you know, it would sell quickly. No, so Sam, basically what I'm doing, just changing the direction of the channel a little bit, but I'm basically building these PCs, spending my own money. So none of this is sponsored, none of this is given to me, although I do get things sent to me on the channel, but all of these parts comes out of my pocket, my credit card, and what I'll be doing is putting on Facebook, and then people can buy it literally for what I've paid. So if I've spent $1,000 on all the parts, and then I build it, because I love building computers, I'll sell it for $1,000 as well. So yeah, putting it on Facebook, and hopefully maybe some person who needs a great PC and doesn't have a lot of money will pick it up. And like, I've sold PCs on Facebook before, not many. I think I've done a 1000 one, a 1500, a 2000, maybe even a 2500 one. And they've all sold very quickly because, like, I'm not making any profit. So naturally, if you're getting a PC with like amazing specs for like $1,000 with like, and you get the receipt, You get the boxes. You get to come in and check it out. Like, I'm not ripping anyone off here. It's a full legit thing. The only thing that I say to people, basically, the only thing that I say is like, if you have any problems, do not come to me. Okay, I'm not your technical support or anything like that. I have a good reputation. I know what I'm doing. If you have any problems, you got to go take it to the shop, and you got to pay whatever you got to pay to fix it. But most of it's under warranty. So, like, if you're paying anything, you're paying like a person to diagnose it, something like that. So yeah, and I live in Sydney, so if anyone knows anyone who wants a great PC for $1,000 and they live in Sydney, then I'll be posting it on Facebook, and you know, hopefully this weekend you'll be able to share it with your friends. I don't know. But yeah, I just build these computers because I just enjoy doing it. What am I drinking? Honestly, nothing special. I kind of just wanted something that was like refreshing, crisp, clean. Like, I know that kind of doesn't describe beer very well, but like I wanted a clean beer. So this beer, pure blonde. Shouldn't be advertising alcohol on the channel, I don't think, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking. So just wanted something clean and light and simple and all that kind of stuff. Any news on the keyboard from the last stream? No, haven't heard. Actually, did I even reply? I don't think I replied. Honestly, just so busy with work right now, and just like my full-time job is I'm an IT manager of a company. So I've got a small team, they're awesome. We've just got lots of projects, there's lots of things happening. And yeah, so just very busy. So like I got another email today about something and I'm just like, cool, like I just can't even process it. What am I having for dinner? I don't know. My partner, she gets home in about 10-20 minutes. And I think like once she comes home, then we will decide. Funny story, there is a chicken shop right around the corner from where we live, but they're not open yet. And man, we really want the chicken shop to open. And I saw the guys in there because they're basically doing the renovations and like building the shop. It's like brand new. I'm like, guys, when are you guys opening? They said 2 more weeks. I was like, come on, hurry up. So I don't know, maybe I'll get some chicken, or yeah, I don't know what we're doing. Like go to the pub, who knows? Family owned or franchised? Hey, Tripper Triller, how you doing, Tripper? Trippity Triller. Sorry. I think it might be a franchise. I feel like I've seen the logo somewhere in Sydney before, but it's not like Eljana, which I think, you know, most people know Eljana. It's not Eljana, and it's not like Chiki Cha. I think that's a franchise. There's like one more that I'm thinking of, like a Galo or anything like that. It's none of those. Broster, maybe. They haven't actually written the name on the outside. But there is like a logo and a couple things that are giving me an indication of what it might be, but I don't exactly know. Could be brand new. Could be Glebe's first chicken shop. So we'll see. We will see. By the way, this is how much rubbish, I don't know if you can see. I got to deal with all this rubbish. That's my actual setup over there. This is just like my building area. So, hello. But yeah, I don't know what we're doing for dinner. I'm getting pretty hungry though. My actual setup, I have nothing crazy. My main monitor is it's a Dell 32-inch 4K 144 Hz IPS panel. So I think it's a Dell G 4323 something K. Macca's, yeah, Macca's could be good. Haven't had Macca's. So yeah, a 32-inch 144Hz 4K Dell monitor is my main one, and then my side vertical monitor is just like a Dell 1080p 75Hz. Nothing special, just for like Discord and emails and shit like that. Want to drive to Monavale for Ace's charcoal chicken? I'd love to, but I can't because me and my partner normally have dinner together on Friday nights. And I don't have the car. She's got the car right now. 20 KFC wings sounds good. Does it say vertical? Yes. I keep it vertical all the time. The side monitor, I keep vertical all the time. Like, I'm pointing. That one says vertical. That one obviously does not. Then I got some like lights behind it. I've got a camera here and light bars and a bunch of other shit. So yeah, that's my main setup. Both of these desks go up and down. But anyway, I think we might wrap up this stream, guys, because I've got work to do. I got dinner to eat. I got to install Windows. I got to get that gaming PC on Facebook this weekend, and I got to clean up all this stuff. But thank you to everyone for jumping on this stream. I think we had a pretty good turnout. I'm liking the overlay. Are you guys liking the overlay on the OBS on the live stream? Is that useful? Is it annoying? Should I get rid of it? Should I keep it? But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything went tonight. I was not thinking in 2 hours I'd get the whole PC done while talking to you guys. But yeah, hope you have a good night. Chargill Charlie's? Yeah, I think there's one in like Alexandria, which is not fun. Not fun? Not far. Jesus. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. There's also a really good, if anyone wants a really good chicken burger and they live in Sydney, like in the city kind of thing, and they know where Zetland is or Waterloo or Redfern, there is a place, I think there's one actually in North Sydney. Who's from North Sydney again? Random. You're in North Sydney, right? Super Nash Brothers in, I think, Warringah. I think that's where they are. Really good chicken burgers. Super Nash Brothers. Fuck, so good. Might have Super Nash. It's a little bit more expensive than normal chicken burger, but man, I think the combo is like 25, but it has the burger, piece of chicken, chips, and a drink. Super Nash. Very good. That's what I might get. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you. Yeah, thanks everyone for jumping in. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the build and stuff like that. Good chatting with you all. I'll try and do another live stream next week. And I'll put it up on the channel so you guys can see, and I'll post it in Discord and all that kind of stuff as well. And I will go and check out your build on Discord. Once you post it over there, I'll go and check it out. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I'm grabbing the mouse so you know I'm pressing the end button. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday night, and I'll talk to you guys in another week. And yeah, if you know anybody who's looking for a gaming PC for $1,000, let them know there's one on Facebook. Alrighty, take it easy, guys. Cheers. Bye.